Oh, hey y'all, how's it going? Fatty here, hoping you're having a wonderful day. I know I am, and today I'm going to be showing you how to power level an Ark Ascended, or Ark Survival Ascended. I can never get that name right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my classic note run with all the chords on the screen and kind of fast forward through the little parts that I'm going to be going from one to the next note, just so it's not so long, but that you guys can see the pathway, because it has changed from ASE, if you guys don't know, as well as I know people can just kind of get a little bit lost while trying to go through this. But instead of just letting it run with no talking or anything over it, what I'm going to do is just kind of tell you guys what else to do to power level, some tips and tricks, so you can also see the chords. I'll leave them all in the description down below, but that way it's just kind of one more coherent video and you guys aren't just like staring at a screen listening to some music in the background. So anyways, what I like to do is always spawn West Zone 2, and then you're going to go to the very first note. And as you're going through these notes, always be holding down E. Make sure you pick up one thing and then just continue to hold down E, because you're just going to be picking up stuff continuously. You're going to get some resources to craft some stuff up once you actually finish that little bit of a note run, and it just helps you out just to gain that any extra experience. And always make sure you hit one regular note before you hit any 4x notes. And at the end of the video, I will also be showing all 4x note locations as well to help you guys out. So in the beginning, you could probably power level your way up to 70, if not a little bit lower, a little bit higher, depending on the server that you're playing. Even small tribes doing this note run should at least get you, I'd say, to level 70. So just be doing that and then be crafting stuff as well as you do it. Once you complete the original 9 notes that I'm going to show you guys, then it's just kind of up to you to just power level with the time that you have. I would recommend making cooking pots. I know it's a really cheap one that gives you a decent amount of experience. Depending on your server, if there's something gives you more XP, like RG saddles, but that doesn't take like keratin or chitin, and it's just like hide and fiber, that's always a great one. I always like to just kind of create resources that I'm going to eventually need. Just getting a lot of spark powder done while you're running that is always a good one. Killing dinosaurs is another great way to get some early game XP, because you're going to be making arrows, you're going to kill it, you're going to get resources. Those resources you can craft and you have them. So it's overall just a really good method just to be able to do that beginning stuff to get what you need to also like prefabricate a base. But what I like to do is right as the 4x note ends and I still have a little bit, I like to go get a PT. Once I do get a PT, I end up going to at least one of those other 4x notes just to help, make the rest of it go a little better. Or even before your first 4x note expires, go hit another 4x note. But on the map, there are only 4 4x notes that are actually around at all. So at very least save 2 of those 4x notes. Now, what I would do is after you do that, you hit your 2 of the 4x notes. The other 2, what I would do is I would have either just resource gather a shit ton of stuff, so you can run like making silica pearls, ARB, spark powder, gunpowder, all those things, so you're able just to sit in base and queue up. And that's going to really power level you. Or I would go get a Thylo and go find a Titanosaur. Now, Titanosaurs are so easy to find. If you don't know where to find Thylos, they're in the redwoods. They're a pretty basic tame, right? You can pick them up with an RG, drop them in a trap to make it easier. So they're not really hard. I don't think you guys really need a video just to explore that. But when it comes to Titanosaurs, how I always find my Titanosaurs is I go around the redwoods, but just the area on the other side of the river, because there's that river that circles the entire redwoods. I see Titanosaurs all over between like heading to Green Ob and Red Ob especially, and on that like southern side of the map. But they're all over the place. They're really hard to miss because they are just so giant. And if you're just zooming around on a PT, a lot of times on a newer server, if it just like did a dino spawn or wipe, they'll be floating in the air and they'll fall, and they're really easy to see. So finding a Titanosaur should not be a problem at all. But make sure when you're doing the Titanosaur, if you guys don't know this method, you just have the Thylo bleed it, because Thylos do a 5% bleed over, I believe it's 5 seconds. It could be 10 seconds. But it does a percentage bleed, so I wouldn't bother with anything else. Just pick up a Thylo with an RG, bleed it until it looks like it's about to die. Then whoever in your tribe, or if you're doing this solo, you need to be the one that kills it. Otherwise, XP goes mainly to the Thylo, and that's not what you want to happen. You want that XP to go to you, and it is just tremendous. So I hope this helps you guys power level before it comes out. I know you Xbox players are going to be coming out on the 14th, so if you guys need anything, I have a ton of resource guides, as well as hidden base locations, like solo tame Quetzals without nets now. So there's a lot of those good resources. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay in the know-how, and I will catch you guys in the very next video. Peace.